The others, come on. Welcome them all.
Blind date, show 18, 92098, part 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Blind Date. And here is your host, Miss Cilla Black.
Something for you all to think about. When a fella has a birthday, he sometimes takes the day off. When a woman has a birthday, she takes several years off. Don't I know it? Yes. Yeah. But right now, let's meet the girls, all looking for a blind date. And there they are. Hello, number one. What's your name and where do you come from?
My name is Cathy Siller and I live here in London.
You work in London as well, Cathy, don't you?
That's right. I work in the city. I'm a major accounts manager for a telecommunications company.
Really? It all sounds very business-like to me.
Oh, terribly.
Terribly. When you're going out, what kind of fella do you go for?
Well, Siller, I want a mixture. I want everything. I want the
want it all.
Of Robert Redford.
Yes.
I want the body of Tom Selleck.
Oh, don't we all?
And I want the power and magnetism of the Godfather.
The Godfather? Oh, you want to be dominated?
Just a little bit. It'd have to be big and tough to dominate me.
Oh, well, we'll see what we can do for you tonight. Enjoy Blind Date. Hello, number two. What's your name
Silla.
and where do you come from?
My name's Gail and I'm from Buckinghamshire.
Buckinghamshire. Well, I live in Buckinghamshire. Now we could even be neighbours. Do you work in Buckinghamshire or what?
No, I work in Piccadilly. Oh. I work for a major American airline.
Oh,
the best one.
Have you travelled a lot?
Lots of places, mainly America. I've been to Russia and Israel and Europe.
Oh, and you've ended up on Blind Date. You can enjoy yourself tonight.
Hopefully. I've not found Mr. Right yet.
Well, he might be just lurking behind those screens. Fingers crossed. You never know.
Thank you.
Enjoy Blind Date. Last but certainly not least. Hello, number three. What's your name and where do you come from?
Hello, Cilla. My name's Tanya and I'm from Darlington.
Super. Tanya, what's your job, love?
I work in accounts for a large group of hairdressers in the northeast of England.
Super. Do you have time for hobbies and things like that?
Oh, yes.
What do you do?
I like horse riding, but I also like playing war games.
How often do you play these war games?
Oh, once a month or so. You know, when the bruises go down, I like to, go out again.
She looks ever so feminine as well, doesn't she? Boy, yes. I so say all of them. All three of you, the best of luck, all right? Fingers crossed for all three of you. See you in a mo. See you later. Well, there you are, three girls in search of a date, and here he is. His name's Graham, and he's from County Durham. Come in, Graham. Welcome to Blind Date.
Thank you.
Actually, you've got a fab job, really, haven't you? Because, you're in the education business. The sport is on the sports side.
That's right, yes.
Tell everybody what you do.
Well, I'm an outdoor education worker for the local authority there, Youth and Community Department, up in Newcastle.
And you look very sporty yourself. I mean, you're a bit of a hunk, really, aren't you?
Oh, thank you.
in your spare time, do you still do sort of
Yeah, my job and my spare time are virtually the same. I ski, I windsurf, I canoe, sail, rock climb, play squash, football. So
Well, you had
I'm an all-rounder, really.
a bit of all-rounder, but you've got 3 questions there, so fire away.
My job involves working with young people. How would you react if I asked you to be my assistant on a camping expedition? That's question 1 to number 1.
That sounds great to me, Graham. We could take the young children off on an orienteering trek into the forest, get the maps out, get the compasses out. With a bit of luck, we could perhaps lose a few on the way, and then we could rush back and snuggle up together.
I could well lose my job if we did that, number 1. Same question to number 2.
Well, I used to be in the Girl Guides when I was younger, and I was the leader of Forget-Me-Not Patrol. After a week camping with me, eating burnt bangers and mash, and listening to my sing-songs, I'm sure you won't forget me in a hurry. I'll give you a rendition of one of my songs. I think, Ging gang, gooly, 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 watch out, ging gang, gooly, ging gang, gooly.
And same question to number 3, please.
Well, Graham, the prospect of spending time under canvas with you sounds great. You'd be able to light my fire any time.
Moving on to question number 2. I can be a little slow in realising when a woman is showing an interest in me. How would you make sure I got your message, number 2?
Well, in the story of the tortoise and the hare, the tortoise was very slow. But if you're going to be the tortoise, I'd probably paint your name on your shell when you come up to me. So everybody knew you belonged to me.
Yes, I think we'll carry on. Number 3, please.
Well, I can assure you
Today.
that you would be able to decode any message I gave you. Roger, over and out.
Wow. Same question to number 1.
Well, I think I'd rush off to the local shop and buy the biggest bottle of champagne I could find, because you'd certainly get my message in a bottle.
But I don't drink number 1.
It's OK, I drink the champagne. As nervous as I'm feeling at the moment, I'll probably need it.
And last but not least, the 3rd question. I see myself as Popeye, looking for an olive. What famous couple would you like us to be? And that's the 3rd question to number 3, please.
Well, I would like to be Shirty or Sunny. So then you would be able to say, I've got you, babe.
Number 1.
Right, well, you could perhaps be Henry VIII, and I could be Anne Boleyn, because I'm quite sure you wouldn't give me a pain in the neck.
But you wouldn't be jealous of all the others?
After me, there wouldn't be any others, because I'd make sure I didn't get a headache later.
And last but not least, number 2.
Well, I think I'd like to be Scarlett O'Hara, and you could be Rhett Butler. And frankly, Graham, I think you would give a damn.
What do you say to that?
Yes, indeed. What would you say to that? Make your mind up time.
I think I'd have to pass.
No, don't pass just yet. Not until you've heard Graham with that quick reminder.
Well, Graham, will you choose bubbly number 1, whose message might be slightly garbled after emptying that magnum of champagne? Or maybe you prefer Scarlet number 2, the leader of the pack. But mind you don't burn your fingers on a sausage. Or last but not least, there's number 3. She says you can light her fire anytime. But don't forget to bring a couple of sticks. The decision is yours.
To go for?
Well, I think I'll try and strike it and see if we can come up with something hot with number 3.
may as well. Wait till you meet the two that you said no to. First of all, you turned down number 1, and that was Kathy from London. Come in, Kathy. Look at Kathy. Wow. Oh, what have you got to say for yourself?
Speechless.
Gobsmacked is the word. You also turned down number 2, and that was our Gail from Buckinghamshire. Come in, Gail. Lovely, bubbly personality. But here's your blind date for this evening. Her name's Tanya. She's number 3, and she's from Darlington. Come in, Tanya. What do you think of our Grey?
Very nice.
And have you
Yes.
picked the right choice?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I wonder, will you
Definitely.
pick the right date to go on? Shall we find out?
After
You chose her, so...
Yeah. I'll tell you what, why don't you pick then? We can't argue.
No, I don't want to get blamed for a windsurfing date on the Manchester Ship Canal.
Thank you.
Come on, Tanya, pick a lucky one.
A trip to Dubai.
Very nice, too. Where's Dubai? Yes, of course, I've played in Dubai. I've sung there, The Mysterious East. Oh, it's absolutely fabulous. Be sure to come back next week and tell us all about it. See you next week. Ladies and gentlemen, Graham and Tanya. Well, last week, John and Emma jetted off to Nova Scotia in Canada. John and Emma. Well, what did you think of the great outdoors? But more important, what did you think of each other?
Well, the solicitor said to ask John, what do you think of Emma? And John said, I think she's sophisticated. And then he sort of added, I think she's too sophisticated for me.
I just wasn't trendy enough. That was the main problem. I think she was obviously a sort of like a polytechnic or university type girl. And I wasn't didn't have the cash gear, that's what they say.
Later on, John sort of said that I looked and sort of reminded him of a yuppie schoolgirl, which I thought was a bit much because I'm not yuppie and I'm not a schoolgirl now, I'm a student.
Well, when we took off, she sort of said that she was very afraid of flying on a plane. And I sort of offered my hand, and she didn't. I don't think she was very interested in that. And she just went like this,
And generally speaking, on the plane, we had sort of quite good conversations. We were talking about politics and social problems and all this kind of thing. So we had quite some good conversations.
We pulled up outside the airport, and we saw this big black car out there, and a nice fancy limousine. And I sort of said to her, what did she think about it? And she just said, it's so mega, it's so bizarre, but it really was a fantastic car with telephone, stereo, everything like that in it.
John kept on sort of mimicking me because I kept on saying everything was mega and it was bizarre and way out and weird and things. And I think he thought these were like sort of studenty terms.
Yes, we went to a pumpkin farm where they were growing the world's biggest pumpkins. And it was quite interesting, actually. We got there and got out of the car, and she said, aren't these mega? These are really bizarre out here, isn't it?
Yes, I really enjoyed the canoeing. John was really into it because he's quite into windsurfing. He's quite sort of a water sporty kind of man.
Emma, to my horror, had never been in one before. We got in it, and she sort of had the front seat, and I sort of brought up the rear. And she just didn't seem to be paddling. You know, I see we go like this all the time, and she's sort of sitting there saying, "Oh, isn't this mega? Isn't it easy?"
So we're having sort of a romantic kind of meal, and I don't know, we were talking about relationships and things, and John sort of turned around and sort of said, "Oh, you know, would you marry me?"
Well, I thought, you know, just to have a conversation with Emma, I'd ask her when she wants to get married and who she'd like to marry. And she said, I'm just here on, you know, it's just a laugh, it's just a holiday, she said. I wasn't going to ask her.
I think John would have to become more flippant and wacky to be my kind of man.
I don't think I really saw Emma in her real light, but if anybody asked me whether I thought she was sort of the sexy type, I'd have to say I wasn't really quite sure.
John's sort of kind, sincere, honest, but I just didn't find him sort of sexy at all or anything like that.
Well, I mean, if she'd been ideal, I mean, I'd have married her, you know, there and then. It would have been a cheap honeymoon.
You did go on a lot, didn't you, John, about marriage and proposals? I mean, are you desperate to get married? Because you look quite young to me.
Well, I thought that was what Blind Date was all about, actually.
Well, it is. It's lovely if it comes off.
No, I was just teasing her, because the minute we walked off the screen, she said, it's only a laugh, don't take this seriously. So I was a bit mean, and I wound her up the whole way.
Oh.
No, you didn't.
It was serious stuff. Come on, Emma, reveal all. Come on.
Well, I thought you were quite serious about it.
Oh, dear.
Perhaps it was a wind-up.
You also were going on and on about her saying mega all the time, and bizarre, too.
Well, she did?
No, I didn't.
She did?
No, I didn't.
Oh, this mega. It's so bizarre out here. It was, you know, I learnt 2 words on holiday, but they weren't foreign.
You learnt more than that.
Come on, get your own back, Emma. What are you going to say
I
about
didn't keep on saying mega or bizarre at all. It's just John kept on making me say it all the time. Basically.
You also said he wasn't sexy.
No.
Is that true?
I just say that.
Yes.
But,
and now?
No, I think John's very sweet, but I don't find him sexy.
Right.
Sweet, I hate that word.
Do you? How would you describe... How would you describe Emma, then?
God, how would I describe her? She's certainly very polite.
Yeah.
And I'm sure, you know, when she's ready, she'll make an ideal wife.
But back on to marriage,
soon.
but not for you, but
No.
back on to marriage. Would you really describe him at the end of the day bizarre or mega? Which of the two?
Well,
Or
he's not
just a
bizarre. Kevin.
Kevin, thanks.
Sorry. I mean, that's what, you know, these students use these days.
No. I wouldn't call him bizarre, but I wouldn't say he's mega me.
He's not mega you.
Not mega me.
Well, I hope you meet your mega person very soon.
Thank
We
you.
think you're lovely, you've got a lovely smile, and in fact, you don't look old enough, even to be on Blind Date. You look ever so sweet. So you're to be on Blind Date anyway, both of you. Ladies and gentlemen,
Thank you.
John and Emma. We're going to take a break right now, but join us in a couple of minutes to find out if Alkis and Warren enjoyed their date in a tiger mop, and to meet the girl who has to choose one of these 3 bonny lads. See you in a couple of minutes.
Blind Date, Show 18, 92098, Part 2.
welcome back. Now, here's a piece of good advice. If you have to borrow money, borrow it from a pessimist. That way you won't expect to get paid back. But right now, we meet 3 optimists waiting for a blind date, and I do mean optimists. Here they are. Hello, number 1. What's your name and where do you come from?
Hi, Stella. My name's Gordon and I'm from Yorkshire.
Well, Gordon, you look ever so smart. You've got that little ponytail at the
Little
back as
ponytail.
well.
Yeah, do you wanna...
Oh! It's mega! Bizarre. And even bizarre. What do you do up there in Yorkshire?
I'm a senior hairstylist.
It tells you going for a lot of competitions and things.
Yeah, a lot of competitions. Haven't won any yet, though, but you never know.
You didn't do his hair tonight, did you?
Yeah. This happens to be my latest creation, OK?
Okay, yeah.
This is for the 90s, OK?
My goodness. When you're not doing lovely hairstyles, what do you do in your spare time? How do you relax?
I do a lot of photography, play golf, football, general things, yeah.
Very physical person.
Well, you know.
Oh, yeah. Super. Enjoy yourself on blind date. I'll see you later. Hello, number 2. What's your name and where do you come from?
Hello, Stella. My name's James and I'm from Buckinghamshire.
Have you got a job, James?
Yes, I'm an estate agent.
We won't go into that, James.
Thank you,
We will not
thanks.
go into that. When you're not selling flats and houses and things, what do you do in your spare time?
All sorts of sports, just, you know, have a good time, really.
Ideal lady, anyone in particular?
Probably Patsy Kensit,
Oh, really? Why?
because she's really attractive.
Really
do.
attractive.
Really attractive.
She's got that ooh.
Yeah, that as well.
Yeah. Well, I can't promise you a Patsy Kensit tonight, but she's very beautiful. If you get picked, you will not be disappointed.
Good.
Do you know I'm dreading this? Hello, number 3. What's your name and where do you come from?
Hello, Stella. I'm Dougie and I'm from Lancashire.
Dougie, I just ask you, what do you do for a living? Have you got a job?
Well, I can't say I'm a student, but that's a little boring. I'm actually an international travelling rock-struck movie musical acting student. Like everybody else's these days.
But you have travelled a lot. I mean, you've been everywhere.
I've been
you've
around,
been to
yeah, you can
Israel.
say I've been around, yeah.
You've been to Canada as well.
I've been to Canada and America, yes.
And you were part of a group.
I was part of a 70s group there. It took off. It was called Chunga Funk, yes. It was crazy.
And you come back here to make your name over here and torment us all.
Oh, hello. It was part of the Flower Pot Men, actually.
But you don't look old enough to be part of the Flower Pot Men or any flower power.
I fell asleep in the 70s, didn't I? I just woke up now. This is
Did
me.
you
This is the new me.
Now, if you have the good luck to be chosen, what are you hoping for this lady beyond those screens to look like?
Not a famous star or anything like that. Just someone with a nice little heart and someone who's caring and things. I've got a nice heart.
And someone who'd have to be mental to choose you.
I won't say
I
that.
mean that very sincerely. Whatever happens, all 3 of you enjoy it. I'll see you in a mo, all right? See you later.
Bye-bye.
Well, dare I say it, they seem like nice 3 boys. So let's meet the girl who has to choose one. Her name's Dee, and she's from Cheshire. Come in, Dee. Well, hello, Dee.
Hi, Stella.
Now, you're a little chicken, aren't you, Dee?
I am just a spring chicken,
A little chicken, Dee. How old are you?
18.
Yes, but you've got a very important job, haven't you?
I certainly have, yeah.
You're a very well-travelled lady as well. Tell them what you do for a living.
Well, I'm a travel consultant to the Caribbean, and I visited Barbados and Bermuda twice. Yeah.
All in your short 18 years?
All in my short 18 years, yeah.
Gosh, and when you're not travelling everywhere, what do you do in your spare time?
Well, in my spare time, I own a pink Beetle, and I spend most of the weekends sort of messing around on that. Or I do amateur dramatics in the evenings, in the week.
Any favourite part that you like playing in the amateur dramatics?
Everyone will cringe when I say this.
Go on.
Sandy in Greece, I'm afraid to say.
Oh, let's get off that subject. Let's get on to the subject of asking 3 questions.
OK.
What's your first one?
Right, my first question is to number 1. I restored an old Beetle last year and painted it bright pink with white lightning. How would you do up an old car to reflect your personality? Number 1.
Hello, Dee.
Hi.
I live in a converted church, so I'd build my car to reflect this. So what I'd do is get the stained glass windows, pop them in the windscreen, get the holy water, put it in the radiator, and you never know, if you're lucky, we can have a kiss and cuddle on the back pew.
That sounds a bit nice. That's lovely, number 1. OK, same question to number 2, please.
Well, Dee, all I can say is what a coincidence. I too have just restored an old Volkswagen. It was like me in appearance, sort of subdued, quiet, shy-looking. Underneath, though, a real raver.
Very good. Yeah, you get on well. Number 2, what colour's your Volkswagen then?
It was graphite grey.
Oh, nice, nice. OK, same question to number 3, please.
Well, Dee, hi, first of all.
Hi.
I'm not the type of guy who likes to let a lot of attention be drawn towards me or anything like that. I think I'd have to do my car up sort of... Woo! High dramatic. Systematic. Kind of like a Triumph Herald or something. I guess something like that, yeah.
That was wonderful. Not a very loud-looking person. Oh, right. He's not a very loud-looking person. Is that really... When you say you're not a very loud-looking person, are you telling the truth?
Would I lie to you, dear? Come on. Would I lie to you?
I'm sure you would. Oh, it's great. OK, question number 2. I'm going to go to number 3 this time. Whenever I see a spider in the bath, I run a mile. What makes you want to run a mile and why?
Well, taking a look in the mirror, I guess, first of all. But I did work on Rambo 3, actually, last year. And, seriously, I did work on Rambo 3 last year. And after that, there's not really too much that seems to frighten me, except maybe... Boo!
Number 3.
Yes?
Are you listening?
I am.
Why is everybody laughing? Is there something...
They're just all crazy, I don't know. I just don't know what...
I have a feeling there's something funny about your appearance, but I just can't master it yet.
Just got that little funny face, that's all.
All right, we'll go on to number 2 then, the same question.
Well, to be brutally honest with you, Dee, it used to be the sound of wedding bells. But the more I hear about you, I'm beginning to change my tune.
Oh, that's lovely. OK, we'll go on to number 1. The same question.
Well, to look at number 3, that's pretty scary. But you know, if you're running down the road in your skimpy bath towel, I'd be right after you there. I'd run a mile.
You'd run a mile to me? Oh, that's great. OK, my 3rd and final question, and I'll go to number 2 first. My work often takes me to the Caribbean. If you could be an item in my luggage, what would you be and why? Not my skimpy towel. Oh, what a loaded question.
Yeah. Apart from the obvious, I suppose, I'd have to be an insect repellent.
Why would you be an insect repellent?
Because I'd make sure I didn't bug you and keep both these pests away.
OK, we'll go on to number 3 this time.
I think I'd have to be your sunglasses, actually, yeah. Because if they're anything like mine, we'd be sure in for a starry, starry night!
Right. OK, we'll just go swiftly on to number 1, I think.
It's got to be the obvious choice, the suntan oil.
Oh, right. Oh,
So I can protect you from all the harmful rays, Kevins, and yes, the Barrys of this world.
It's
The audience love each and every one of them for different reasons. But who do you love?
It's difficult, Scylla.
Don't tell me just yet, because there's our Graham with a quick recap.
D. Will your choice be number 1, who drives about in a mobile church? Just the sort of knave to get you up the aisle. Or maybe you prefer raving number 2, who says he too has just restored an old beetle, which proves that he wouldn't harm a fly. Or how about shy, retiring number 3? But be careful, you may lose sight of him in the crowd. The decision is yours.
I know, but like Graham said, the decision is yours, Dee. Who are you going for?
Well, it looks like it'll have to be crazy number 3, I think.
You turned down number 1. That was our Gordon from Yorkshire. Damn, that was our hairdresser. You also turned down, Mr. Smoothie himself, number 2. That was James from Buckinghamshire. Sorry. But you makes your bed, you're gonna have to lie in it. And the best of luck, because you chose number 3, and that was Dougie from Lancashire. Come in, Dougie. No, but a lovely personality, don't you?
Oh, lovely.
Oh, just great.
Lovely.
Just great.
I mean, we haven't seen you. They've seen you without your glasses on.
Yeah, take the glasses
off.
off.
No.
Come on.
Take them off.
Well, hi.
Hey.
Oh, no, put them back on.
I love you too.
No, you are absolutely smashing. Great sense of humour. To be dressed like that, you Who's going to pick where you're going on your blind
go
date?
for it.
No, thank
you
you.
picked him.
Yeah, you go on, Dougie. You pick.
Go on, Dougie. Make it a good one, Doug.
Okay.
He's in a group, you know.
Really?
Chunk-a-funk.
Chunk-a-funk.
Oh, Chunk-a-funk.
Woo! A champagne day in France! Woo! I told you. Yeah. I've always wanted to go to France. Yeah. No, I haven't been before.
And it really will be a champagne day in France, because you're going to go on a wine tasting
sure.
there, visit a chateau.
Yeah.
You name it, you are going to do it.
Now we're talking.
No, seriously though, have a super time.
We
You
will
picked
do.
a great date.
Thank you.
Really.
Yeah, lovely.
Try and enjoy it.
I'll try my hardest.
Ladies and gentlemen, lovely Dougie. Thank Get off. I'm talking to the public.
I'm sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, wish them both luck. It's Dougie and Dee. See you next
Can I go now? Can I go?
Blind Date, Series 5, Show 18, 92098, Part 3.
Our couple last week, Alkis and Warren, spent their days having a flying lesson at Goodwood. Queasy looking at that, I'm afraid. But you both got off to a flying start, didn't you? But what were your feelings when you got down to earth?
When I first saw Warren, I thought he was really nice, but then when I took a closer look, I thought, well, he's not really my type.
I think part of the time she was thinking, well, why did I choose him? Why didn't I go, why didn't I go for number 2 or number 1? I had that feeling, I think. I'm going for the sympathy vote here now.
Once we got to the airfield, we went to see what aeroplanes we were going to fly, and it was very, very cold and very windy, and he totally insisted that I wore his jacket, and I sort of said, no, it's all right, but he took it off and he put it around me.
She was sort of, well, I don't know if it was whining or moaning or both, but she was very frightened. I think she was a star, actually, going up in the plane. I think she did brilliantly.
He tried to put his arm around me every time he cracked a joke, but I sort of slightly shrugged because I didn't want to give him the impression that I wanted it to be any more.
The sort of girl I would normally go out with would be probably a little bit more mature in terms of age. There was a bit of an age gap between us, and a little bit more talkative. I think I got more, I got more conversation out of the brick than I did with
I asked him what type of girl he liked, and he said, a girl that's 5'4", brown hair, brown eyes, dark. Will you marry me? I just laughed out of embarrassment.
Yes, I did actually propose to Alkis, but she actually turned around and said, not over my dead body. So, that was heartbroken. I pined for at least 3 seconds.
I like a man to amuse me, but I think in Warren's case, amusing me was joking about, again, how much I ate and insulting me quite a few times.
I think I probably mentioned something about chiselling a bit off her hips, or I mentioned the cellulite, which wasn't the way to the girl's heart, but...
It was mainly about how much I ate and what a pig I was, and about my fantasies, which I don't have.
During our romantic meal in the evening, I think I can say that there were a lot of sweet nothings. You know, nothing being the operative word.
I think I was cracking all the jokes, basically, and I think maybe I was laughing at my own jokes.
We had an interesting conversation. She told me about going to Greek restaurants and the fact that if you smash a plate in front of somebody, then it's like an honour. So if you like somebody, you'd smash a plate. I mean, there were no plates smashed on during our blind date.
Warren wasn't quite as excited as I would have liked him to be. He was quite quiet. If he wasn't quiet, then he certainly didn't show it to me. But I like a bit more of an active man.
With regards to Alkis, I think she is a lovely girl, and I'm sure there's somebody out there who's right for her. That person's not me. So it looks as though I'll be joining the SDP or the Foreign Legion very shortly.
Warren, how could you say those awful things about our Alkis?
What about her?
No, but you went on and on. I mean, you did half insult her, didn't you?
Well,
Can I just prove to everyone that I don't have thunder thighs?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, big bump, but not thunder thighs. No. Only kidding.
The words right out of my mouth.
You look absolutely gorgeous, yet. I mean, how could you go on about having a piece of her hips chiselled off?
I show my affection through sarcasm, I think. I show my affection through sarcasm.
But the only compliment you did come out, I noticed on film, correct me if there were more, but you said she was a star for going up, and I think you are really in the Tiger Moth. You admired her for that.
I was pretty good as well, mind. I mean, come on. Credit where credit's due,
Yes, but I mean, do you particularly like flying, Alkis?
No, I don't like cliffs, I don't like flights, I don't like anything.
But you were a star as well because you actually did those loop-de-loops.
Yeah.
Would you ever do him the honour of breaking a plate?
Yes, on his head.
And are you going to see each other again?
Well, I just may consider sending him a Christmas card, his name will be right at the bottom.
Oh.
Maybe cut off.
Well, in 3 words...
No.
No, no, no.
Well, we have to finish on there. It's tragedy, really. But thank you both for coming on Blind Date. Ladies and gentlemen, Alkis and Warren, what can I say? But we will be back next week to see how Graham and Tanya and Dee and Dougie enjoyed themselves. And of course, we'll be arranging some more blind dates. So until then, ta-ra!